Hey guys, Matt with Atlas Precision Consulting, and in today's video we're going to talk about making sure you're setting your supplier pricing up correctly for your suppliers. And this is important to note that anytime you create a new supplier, the next step after they're set up, you should be coming into the supplier pricing maintenance. In this video, we're not going to cover pricing libraries. We're only going to talk about the multiplier functionality. Pricing libraries we will probably cover in a future video. So I'm going to switch to my pricing method to multiplier. And what you're going to have is you're going to have four different choices. You're going to have a cost, list price, location cost, and location list price. And just to show you what that means, on the supplier detail tab is where you're going to have your cost and your list price. Down at the bottom, your supplier by location, where you have to assign all of the suppliers that cater to your locations and then mark one of them as a primary. That's where you're going to see the location list and location cost. What that means is if we come over here to our source, if we say cost or list price, it's always going to look at the top tab here. It's not going to care about down here at the bottom. If we say location cost or location list price, first it will come down here and look. You're telling the system, look down here first. So in the case of location 10, it would go, oh, my cost is $10. Or excuse me, $2. But location 20 has a 0. So what it would do is go, oh, wait, this is set to location cost, but they have a 0. So it would come up and revert to the cost at the supplier detail tab. It prevents you from having to enter in location costs for every single location. If only one or two of them are different, you can just maintain those, and then everybody else will default up to the cost tab at the supplier detail. Now, obviously, if you had a 0 in here and a 0 at the bottom, your pricing is going to come up 0. And the same is true with if you set your source as list price and location list price. It looks at location list price first. If you have it set there, if it's a 0, it then reverts to the supplier detail tab. Now, the cost ones are pretty straightforward. You're probably going to set it to cost or location cost, and the multiplier is going to be 1. It's going to take whatever number is in either one of those fields that you're pointing it to, and that's what's going to show up on your PO. Now, say you want to pick list price or location list price, and the supplier says you get a 30% discount off of list price. You would simply just come into the multiplier, hit 0.7, and that's going to take, say it was $10, list price, your cost would be $7. And you just hit save, and that's all it is. And again, it's important to remember that you need to make sure that every supplier you have in the system, you're coming in here and setting this up. Again, this is the multiplier method. Later videos will talk about the pricing libraries, but this will cover a vast majority of you guys. If you have any questions about this, you want to see topics, videos and other topics, make sure you put a comment down below. If you want to see more content, make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, Atlas will be here for your P21 help. Thanks, guys.